Well, well, well. It's good old Jimmy Two Shoes back at it again. It has been a hot minute, like 2 years or something. But I'm back. I have a late night where I am alone and walking, and it's the optimal time for a Ray Files episode. Welcome. This is Ray Files episode, one of them. You would think that I would know by now. I had enough time to figure it out, but alas, here we are. I am no longer, life update, I am no longer walking around Richmond. I am walking around downtown Brooklyn. I'm walking home from my choir that I joined, a community choir, which is really fun. Christmas trees, CVS, love it. It's pretty cold, not as cold as it will be soon enough. Apparently I heard that there's a super wind cold thing coming for Christmas time, which is terrifying, and I am happy that I will not be working during those days because I walk about 35 minutes to and from work. So if it was felt like -10 that week, that would suck. I mean, I would just probably Uber or... I mean, the problem is that if I wanted to take a subway there, it would be I would have to take the subway by my house, 20 minutes to another subway in the wrong direction, and then I would transfer and then take that one. So it just is super out of the way. Or I could take a bus, which doesn't really get me where I want to go. So it's also not very convenient. So I would just walk it, and that would not be fun. But I'm going on vacation to Western Mass, which is probably worse as far as the cold weather will be, but I'll be inside a house and not walking to work. Anyway, so last week I was tutoring this guy, helping him write a anthropology paper, and he kept on asking me if I would meet with him. And I was like, no, sorry, that's not true. I said yes, because my rate with him was pretty high. He was one of my highest paying students, and he kept on asking me. He kept on being like, hey, can you meet again? And I'm like, yeah, what did you work on last time? In between our meetings, did you work on the things I told you to work on? And he said, nope. So I would show up at our meetings and just we would do the work together. And he meant a lot. I made $600 from him. And I earned $600 from him, and he had a few days to pay it off. And I've never had a problem with him paying me before, but I just got an email today that was hey, don't have another lesson with this guy. We have to check out his billing information. So I don't know what that's about. And I'm pretty sure my hours are backed by my program. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be paid no matter what. But whether or not he gets banned from the platform, that's up to him, I don't really know what's up with that. But I wonder if he was trying to rip me off, was he just trying to get me to help him write his paper and then not pay for it? I don't know. Or he's just, a couple days late on the payment because he spent a lot of money. That's also a possibility. Who is to say? Not me. That's for true. My right hand is quite cold because it's literally freezing out here and I don't have a glove on. Which you may say, hey Ray, that's stupid, put on a glove. To which my response is, you're right. Anyway, next thing, I got heckled the other day. My girlfriend and I were walking, and like, she has a nice expensive coat, you know, but like, it's just a nice coat. And then I have, you know, my coat that I'm wearing now. And as we were walking, this guy like is in the street, and I was trying to get her to speed up through a crosswalk because it was about to turn or something. And so she was ahead of me, and this guy goes, he goes, "That's right, follow the money maker." And, you know, we both kind of laughed because we were like, that's kind of funny. And then he goes, "Dirty cunts." And then, like, sneers the meanest sneer. And I was like, holy crap. And then we both just laughed because we were like, what the hell? Does that even, like, we thought we were, like, having a moment with this stranger. And then he was just very hateful. So, don't really know what that was about. But, I hope he's having a better day today. Yeah, that was a little moment. Also, sidebar, I don't use that word. I just did it because that was a direct quote. The "see you next Tuesday" word, as a direct quote from what he said to me. And, you know, let's topic shift. So, that word, the C word, is a word I have never used. I actually, I never really knew what it meant. And you know the Mike Hawk joke, where it's just like, "Hey, do you know my friend Mike Hawk?" And then it sounds like you're saying something that, like, an appropriate thing. So I learned that one, and I was like, that's pretty funny, when I was in, like, you know, high school or something. And when I learned that one, I also learned one that was Maya Hunt. And or something like that. And I had no idea what the curse word was. But I was like, you know, if it's a funny joke, then I can use it too. Which is always a terrible way to, like, do things. Because I was like, you know, sometimes I'd be stupid like that. I feel like everyone's stupid like that. You know, I see a joke that's used, and then it's well received, and I'm like, okay, that's something I can use later. And that's how you grow as a, you know, an everyday comedian. But the caveat is that if you're gonna steal a joke, or, you know, like the bones of a joke, you have to know what the joke is and not just say it and hope for the best. Which is what I did when I said it to my older brother. And he was like, "Hey, don't say that joke." And I was like, oh, I don't even know what I was saying. I just thought it was a funny thing. And then he was like, "Nope, don't say it." And I was like, all right, cool. And so from that point on, I always had that word, the C word, as like a taboo in my vocab. Which is weird because, like, as far as curse words go, I feel like it's like a little divisive. Like, in Australia and England, that word is used, like, way more frequently than it is in the US. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling, but, you know, you clicked on this video, so it's your fault, and you should have known what was coming. But yeah, I mean, I'll end it there. I'm gonna be home soon, and I got some sweet potato ravioli. Oh yeah, that's that good stuff. But yeah, I bid you adieu. Welcome back. I'm starting these again. I will be taking a break before I post the next one because I'm off. I don't have choir because it's about Christmas time. It's the holiday season. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and as always, oh, I gotta do an editorial. That's right. Don't use the C word. It's mean.